type in double-hit lymphoma and Google it, and it's not good. There's nothing good that comes up, and I still don't think there's anything good that comes up if you type in double-hit lymphoma. So then we're trying to act like life's gonna go on normal, but knowing this is anything but normal. There's a good chance she doesn't make it. In my mind, I got 3 daughters, this is not good. Like what?
I just really had basically goals going through the cancer, and one of them was that I was just gonna glorify God. Whether I made it or not. And I'm here. I knew that something, I was tired, and I had gone to a doctor and they wanted me to do a CAT scan, and I received a call at home telling me that I had cancer. So immediately called Nate. Nate was at work.
You know, we were at our staff meeting in my office at Buffalo at the time, and the phone kept vibrating on the desk, so I finally went over and grabbed it just to see who kept calling, and it said Crystal, so I stepped out of the office to call her back. I think it said 6 missed calls. She was crying, and I said she had cancer. I was like, what? You know, like shocking. You know, you never think it's gonna hit your family. Like I knew she was going through tests, but it wasn't gonna be cancer, you know. We were supposed to have our first scrimmage the next week. It was my first year as Division I coach. So I said, if you want, I'll take a year sabbatical. I won't coach this year. We'll try to get you through this. She said, absolutely not. Like, you're gonna coach, we'll figure this out. The oncologist at Roswell, Dr. Fernandez, met with us on Sunday afternoon to go through it. So I still remember the weighing room, and he's drawing the stuff up, and he's basically, there's 2 proteins attached to the cancer cells. And one of them is this, and one of them is that. And this one makes it multiply faster, and this one makes it more resistant to chemo, and they call it double-hit lymphoma.
When I received the prognosis, I looked it up, and the numbers were really bad. It was basically felt like a death sentence.
We're kind of looking at each other like, this doesn't sound great. He goes, no, but we're gonna be all right. We know what we're doing. So, you know, but then we got out of the room with them and out of the meeting that Sunday, and we walked to the car, and you know, you both go immediately to your phones and type in double-hit lymphoma and Google it, and it's not good. There's nothing good that comes up, and I still don't think there's anything good that comes up if you type in double-hit lymphoma. So then we were furniture shopping. I just remember walking in and out of some furniture stores like in a daze, trying to act like life's gonna go on normal, but knowing this is anything but normal. There's a good chance she doesn't make it. In my mind, I got 3 daughters, this is not good. Like what? Then you kind of had to get yourself, you kind of had to get your mind right. All right, no, like we can make it, let's figure this out.
Well, we're Christians, and so God is a very big part of our lives, and I just really had basically goals going through the cancer, and one of them was that, I don't mean to cry, but one of them was that I was just gonna glorify God. Whether I made it or not, and I'm here, and He chose to keep me here, and I'm just super thankful that He did. But whether I was not here or not, I was gonna glorify Him through the whole thing, and not complain. I really tried not to be a complainer, because complaining doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help me, it didn't help anyone else, so I was just definitely not gonna complain. And then through Nate and I and our family, we buckled down and we went through it, and we just made sure that we were a good testimony to others.
I mean, she's super tough. If you'd have seen what she had to go through, you know, with the chemo and losing her hair. Her hair's growing back now, it's getting long again, but she had really long hair, and the day when she went in and got it cut off, we actually had a wig made out of her own hair, knowing that she's gonna lose it. So just, you know, she just, through the whole thing though, I think the most important thing for her was that, you know, she still loved her kids.
God really chose to keep me here, and without God, I don't know how I would have gone through it. Each visit you go in, okay, well now it's 2 years, so the chances of it coming back is less. Now it's 3 years, you know, this is the percentage. And now this last visit, when we went, we were crying afterwards because it was 5 years.
I wasn't a very, wasn't a perfect father, a perfect husband. I think sometimes you go through some tough times and you kind of have to pull together. So I think it pulled us together through all that. I think one thing with Crystal, though, that she said all along was she enjoyed us having the season because it gave her an outlet. She's just not sitting there thinking about her cancer every day. She didn't miss one game in year 2. She went to 100% of every, all the games. She had something like a diversion outside of the cancer that kept her occupied while she went through all the chemo and stuff.
It's a great program helping with pediatric cancer this year. That's what the money is going towards. And if we can, we want to be a part of anything that helps with cancer research.
Whatever the type of cancer is, we want to try to be able to help bring awareness to it, bring education to it, try to help raise money to help with the research. Let's try to help beat this thing.